Something strange just happened in Car Dealership Tycoon. One of the races has suddenly vanished. No warning, no explanation. I checked everywhere and it is just gone. Stay with me because I'm about to show you exactly what they removed, why it matters, and whether it's gonna be coming back. Before I get into this, make sure you are subscribed. But let's jump in and find out what race actually got removed. Hello people, welcome back to what is going on behind me? What is that? Why am I watching the Women's World Cup? I'm silly. What the f? But today, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be sharing with you something that has kind of gone a bit wrong. They removed a race. Now, they've done this before. They remove a race and they tell nobody. But this one's a little different because for the other times, they kind of just said, oh, the race is temporarily gone. We're just fixing a couple things. Here, they've removed it and not said a thing. What the hell? I'm so confused, bro. This guy looks like he's out of Tom and Jerry. Why are you hitting the gritty, bro? What are you doing? You got homie bopping down here. You got bloody Max Verstappen with no head over here. Have I joined a really cooked server? VW Scirocco. Collectors 91 left. No, I gotta get this. Oh, I've already got it. Never mind. Look at this absolute beauty. Okay, we're not talking about a Volkswagen. That is actually the worst looking collector edition I think I've ever seen in my whole life. But today I'm going to talk to you guys about the race that was removed. Now, you can probably guess which one it is. And I'm also going to be showing you a way in which it might be coming back, you know. So basically, when this map expansion came about, as you can probably guess, there used to be a big old beautiful drift festival back here. As you can quite clearly tell, that is no longer here. There is an airport here instead. They removed the drift races, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that is right. The drift festival is gone. To be fair, it got replaced with 1, 2, 3 new races. I quite like the drift races.
We do not care.
Yes, lads, they've removed the drift festival, but there is a catch, so make sure you stick to the end to see what that catch is. So as I said, we did get 3 new races with this, so I get it kind of works out in the end. You good, boss? You going on strike? Why are you sitting in the middle of the runway? By the way, before we continue, I will just say, some of you were commenting on my live stream and on my last video, what is this underglow that I've got going on? This is the content creator only underglow. The sad part is, I can't actually trade it to anybody, even though I get 5 of them each month. I can't actually trade them. So yeah, as we said, the drift festival has been removed. I quite like the drift races. There were so many glitches with them and it was so fun. Touching my handbrake, I'm just holding W and then using A and D to turn. But you can see I am getting bare points. But to be honest, that's probably the reason they removed it. Obviously, they had to make space for the airport. But as I said, there are a lot of glitches with that race, so I can probably understand why they've removed it. But I think we could potentially be getting a new drift race coming, and the reason for that is because this place on the right is still here. The old drift race is still here. You can see you've got the starting place here. Obviously, the race circle used to be here, and I can actually show you the old version. Even the like goal board thing is still here. So they could potentially bring back the drift race with this. That would be absolutely insane. I really preferred this drift race, to be honest. Comment down below, which one of these drift races did you prefer? Did you prefer the one by the airport, or did you prefer this old one here? Comment your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear. I like this one because it's more simple. You know, this is a literal track. The last one was kind of just like a little bit all over the place. But lads, what I can do is I can actually join a old version of the game and show you guys this race which we've got going on right here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a version from Car Dealership Tycoon, which is from July 2024, so basically a whole year ago. Oh my god, look at the old UI, bro. Why is it so small? Oh, chat, my dealership is a different color. Look at the old limited museum. Why is it so yellow? I don't remember it being like this. Oh, look how few buttons there are in this version. Bro, look how small the inventory is. Oh, this is the smallest inventory I've ever seen. I remember when CDT was like this. It's even got the old graphics as well. Any Lamborghinis? Oh, we got a couple of Lambos, but it's still the new ones, which are pretty tragic. Any Ferraris? No, the Ferraris are off-brand as well. I feel like this was peak CDT. No collector editions, no wacky updates, just simple stuff. But if we go over here, as you can see, the drift race is actually here in this version. At this point, they hadn't changed anything, so the drift race is still as it was. The only issue is I don't actually have a drift car in this version. But lads, look at this. I have access to the old drift race. This is actually pretty cool. I've not done this race in about a year, so I'm probably going to be very, very bad. I remember there were a lot lots of glitches. Do I have a funny car? I do have a funny car, actually. I remember there was a pretty cool glitch with the funny car where you could just like pelt yourself into walls and get lots of points. Let's see if that still works. CDT devs, if you're watching this, please go into this version of the game and just take this out and plonk it in the main game. If you could, that would be very brilliant. Oh, mate, have a look at this. I remember there were so many glitches with this race. Yeah, look, I can just help myself randomly. And look, I'm getting drift points just by not doing very much. Oh, my God. I'm getting out of control, out of control, out of control. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. I've got 11,000 points. I remember it caps out at like 50,000 points, so I'm probably not going to get that many. Oh, my God. This brings back memories. I remember making a video on this glitch. Oh, Jesus. Look at that. 36,000 points. Oh, guys, comment down below. Should they bring this race back? I really hope that they bring this race back, to be honest. And that's 50,000 points. I believe that's where it caps out, so I don't think I'm going to get any more.
12 seconds.
Ow. Oh my God. It's still the new version of the drift track, so it's not like that far back. If you guys find a version of the game which is even further back, comment it down below. But yeah, they removed the drift track. Look at that. My best drift was 25,000 points. Oh my God. What else is in this version of the game that I'm missing? Oh my God. Season 11? What? But yes, lads, the drift race is gone, but they should potentially bring it back with that old drift track. That would be amazing. Comment down below what you think they should do about the drift track. But thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe and bye.